So this is it. I go home today. Well, I start my journey home today. And it's supposed to be raining. Looks like it's not going to start until noon, so I thought I'd record a little video as my last final hurrah from my wonderful apartment. Big Look, that's the name of it. Anyone who wants the information on it, just stay here. I highly recommend it. It was awesome. All right, so traveling I go. Thanks for being with me on this journey. This might not be the last video, but this will be the last one from here. So today's travel lesson, boys and girls, is a two-parter. The first recommendation is to not check driving distance and time in the middle of the night. Like, definitely check it when you're going to be driving. A, and B is or first thing in the morning, because guess what, sometimes there's road closures and it could add an hour onto your drive. So I am behind a bunch of semis right now, which is the only reason I'm recording, because I'm going so slowly, and they're hauling lumber and things made from lumber, furniture. So when I got in the car to drive from Zadar to Zagreb, it said my drive was going to be 4 hours, which is an entire hour longer than I thought it was going to be, which the way it basically had me less than 40 minutes before my flight left getting to the airport. So I have gained some time. I think I got 12 minutes back. We'll see what this semis do for me. But so don't pull a Megan. I mean, I know there's lots of lessons to be learned from the things that I do. Sometimes I just want to share what not to do. So that's today's lesson, boys and girls. Be careful out there. So this portion of the show, boys and girls, we're just going to call it another travel lesson from Megan. Another don't pull a Megan, if you will. You see that hotel behind me? My sense of direction, if it flipped, is totally off. It's full tonight, and the thing is I could have booked it originally, but I booked another airport hotel for my 14-hour layover. Now, I guess I should say that I did miss my flight yesterday. It's a first. It's not the first time I've missed an international flight. I did that also with like a group of 20 people. There weren't that many of us, but it was a lot. And there's a mouse running across the floor. So this is not an airport, Amsterdam, where I'll be laying on the floor. Just say that. It's not going to happen. So yesterday, I gained 15 minutes in my drive, and then I lost it trying to find the damn car rental return parking lot. Not easy. Apparently it's easy, but it wasn't easy for me. And I got inside the airport with 30 minutes to go, and they said nope. So I rescheduled my flight to today. Same sequence of flights, just, take two. I moved the hotel that I had booked for my night in Amsterdam to tonight. They let me move it without penalty. Actually, I'd pay a little bit more. Anyway. And then I had to pay for a hotel in Zagreb last night. So I did that, and it was lovely, and whatever. It's just money, right? And time. So I get to the airport today, plenty of time. I get on my sardine-packed flight. Seriously, so many people. Like, it's the one flight from Zagreb to Amsterdam per day, apparently. Or maybe there's one in the morning and one in the evening. Anyway, it was the last one out yesterday, so I had to fly today. And then, I just prayed the entire time that is only a 2-hour flight. But and I got yelled at by the flight attendant when she was like berating me for the size of my bag, my carry-on bags, even though they were totally regulation size. Anyway, like there was nothing I could do about it at that point. Like, let's just get them in the overhead and let's just figure this out, move people's jackets and stuff. Anyway, I digress. So I am here in an airport, and my flight leaves in 10 and a half hours. I've been here 4 hours, and been working. There is internet, so there's that. It's, unsecure, but it's free. So, and it's actually really solid. I have Netflix on my phone, and then I'm recording this soon. So that hotel behind me, I think I could have booked, but then I would have had to move it, and they're full, so they might have been full for tonight. Anyway, there's a bunch of chaise lounge chairs that I was eyeing potentially to stay, to catch some Z's, but they are both very close together and like pretty much full. So we'll see how tonight goes. I don't know whether I'm get any sleep or not, whether it's safe to sleep with my stuff. I don't really know. So anyway, it's COVID. It's COVID's fault. The moral of the story is they won't allow me to leave the airport. And because the hotel that I booked for tonight, that I paid for, is on the other side of security, they wouldn't let me leave. So I got also to get escorted back through by security and had to go through security again, which is, always a delight. So that's the update up to this point. Stay tuned for more shenanigans. I'm sure there was more, right? Because that's how I roll. After 23 years of traveling by myself internationally, never missed an international flight due to my own error, and I've never, had a hotel book that I had to pay for that I couldn't use because they wouldn't let me out of the airport. Thanks for watching. On my second to last leg, of course I got pulled into secondary, and I was the last person on the plane because that is how I roll on this trip. What are you gonna do? Hi friends, so I thought I would do a follow-up. I've been home a couple days, and I didn't really record the last bit of stuff that happened because it was so, I was just so drained. I did take some pictures. Let's see whether I include them in the video or not. But so I ended up sleeping about 90 minutes,
kind of sitting up. Some of it was sitting up, some of it was with my head on over my phone and purse, and like with my laptop right there. And then I got on the plane, and in Amsterdam, apparently the airport wasn't prepared for de-icing that they needed to de-ice. So even the captain apparently was just super confused as to why the delay. He ended up coming out. I was sitting on the wing, and he ended up coming out after over an hour and said basically that it had de-iced itself. So we were gonna go, but what that meant was I missed my connection in Seattle. So what that meant was my flight was gonna leave 6 hours later than had planned. So yeah, so all in, I think about 68 hours from when I left Zadar to when I got home. 40 hours straight, I believe, from, and that's from the time that my flight left Zagreb and to when I got home. So needless to say, be prepared for things to not go as planned. Yeah, and really understand the governments of the cities where if you have to, I should have looked more deeply into the Amsterdam situation and understanding where my hotel was and all of that good stuff. So I've been home a couple days. I've been working. I've had some wicked jet lag. Like, I've fallen asleep between 6 and 8 p.m. the last 2 nights. Anyone who knows me knows that's crazy. And then been waking up early, but getting 11 or 12 hours sleep a night. So hopefully tonight I'll be back on track and not go to sleep quite as early. But maybe this is my opportunity to get myself back on a normal sleep schedule. We'll see how that works out. So thank you for coming along my journey, and I hope you enjoyed and at least were a little bit entertained and informed by some of the encounters that I have had. So thanks again, and happy holidays.